This evening, residents of Orela village accuse village councilors of multi-million-dollar fraud. One family calls on the government to end their 24-year-long land dispute. One NGO is bringing hearing health care to Guyanese in need. Giftland is preparing to make sports history. In the region, in Trinidad and Tobago, swim at your own risk as only 9 beaches have lifeguards. And internationally, one company is helping Floridians suit up for war. In this week's beautiful Guyana, we visit the mighty Essequibo River.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel, as well as our website, safetvguyana.com. Join us. Residents of Orela Village are calling on the government to investigate millions of dollars missing from its treasury, as they believe the village council is corrupt and councilors are stealing the monies. Andrew Weeks reports.
Last week, when Vice President and Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Sidney Alicock and his permanent secretary visited the area, the members of the community had made complaints, one of which is the village council, who they feel continues to disappoint them elections after elections. One of the villagers, Paul Penyu, made the following statements.
Well, let me come now to what we are actually facing here and what we have been facing here in this village for the past 20, 30 years. We have had this problem of village council after village council coming in place. People voted for them, but they have disappointed the community in the sense of unaccountability, corruption, and that sort of thing.
According to Penyu, the village had a thriving logging industry, but the proceeds from the logging business met with thievery from the village Tushals. Listen.
It's a fact, because that was when Barama Company opened business, and we were supplying Barama Company with ulu or plywood logs. And I think about 2 or 3 times our Tushal flew to Georgetown, not to Georgetown, but from Georgetown, with the payments, millions of dollars. But you know, since that time, let me tell you one example. One example, when the council came back from Georgetown with that amount of money, they disclosed to the community that they lost $1 or $2 million in the bank. They left the money in some cupboard in their room and they went out for dinner. When they came back, the money was missing. And so, from then to now, we have been facing this problem with village councils. Inasmuch that, let me give you a little history. That Tushau then, he was voted out through no confidence. The region helped put him out of office. He is now in the Kiri. From him, there was another Tushau coming in, and he was not keeping general meetings, not following the statutory meetings. He became the treasurer and secretary all in one. He was removed through a no confidence from the rest of the council, and he was forced to resign.
The past and current council, Penyu said, must be investigated.
I have in my possession here an audit that was done on Floyd Edwards' captaincy, and millions of dollars could not be accounted. In fact, that was the council before this one. Millions of dollars could not be accounted for, and no investigation was done. And this present Tushau was his councillor, a signatory of the bank account then, but somehow people gave him another chance, I believe, and now he is here as Tushau. And we are facing this problem at present, and this situation has given us reasons to send Minister a petition about the situation here last year, August. I personally took that petition. Unfortunately, they said that they were not happy with just 4 persons signing it. They thought that hundreds of people would have signed it. But then we were authorized by a general meeting to go with that petition. And then the council was told to finance that trip, and they refused to finance that trip. And so only 2 of us went with our own funding, and then the petition was, we didn't even get an answer to it. Thereafter, things continued to go as they were going. We sent a petition to the president. I have an answer here from the president, which I read when Dr. Norton was here. I have it here, that he noted our petition and that he will visit this village when his busy schedule permits. But up to now, we haven't had that visit.
According to the village council constitution, every 3 months, the Tushao must call a general meeting. But that has not happened for a long time. And it was only last Friday a general meeting was called.
So, it's not even finished. It was supposed to finish Monday coming. But then this general meeting, Friday, asked for a delegation to go now to meet the minister. 3 residents and 2 councillors to go. The Tushao refused to be in this delegation. For what reason, we don't know. But we have faced a shortage of councillors since they resigned. The treasurer resigned last July, but she still is there working. The village tried to put another councillor to replace one that I was elected last February. The Tushao said the ministry told him, the PS told him that we didn't use the right procedure. And so I couldn't take up my seat in the council. A lot of monies cannot be accounted for. In fact, we have the petitioner we sent. There's a list of all these things which we need an investigation in, including the audit report, where it's affecting this village up to today in this way. The former Tushao admitted in July general meeting that he took $900,000 from a businessman out there, Francis, as an advance for bulletwood loss. But no work was done. He claimed that he distributed that money to workers. No list was given. And now this council is repaying that debt.
The visiting team promised to look into the matter ASAP. We'll keep you posted. Andrew Weeks, Channel 2, Headline News.
Thanks, Andrew. Newly elected mayors and deputy mayors of the 9 municipalities across Guyana were yesterday sworn in by President David Granger, who reminded them to demonstrate the values of representativeness, inclusiveness, and effectiveness in the execution of their duties. The municipal officials who were elected last December were sworn in at State House, where they were all administered the oath of office. Several mayors and deputy mayors were also sworn in as ex officio justices of the peace by Chief Magistrate Ann McLennan. The newly sworn-in mayors are Patricia Chase Green of Georgetown, Kurt Winter of New Amsterdam, Krishnand Jaikan of Corriverton, Carolyn Holland of Linden, Vijay Ramu of Rose Hall, Rabindranath Mohan of Anna Regina, Gifford Marshall of Bartica, Carlton Beckles of Letham, and Henry Smith of Mabaruma. President Granger used the occasion to remind those individuals that they were elected by their constituencies, and as a result, the views of all councillors must be taken into consideration when important decisions are being made. The Lions Club of Bel Air, in conjunction with the Ministry of Public Health, has collaborated with an American NGO to give the gift of hearing to hundreds of Guyanese in need. Here's more.
Of what the Starkey Hearing Foundation does has to do with using hearing as a vehicle to show caring, and we've been able to replicate our model in about 52 countries, and we hope to be able to help people around the world that can't afford hearing aids.
Starkey Hearing Foundation is an American NGO that was founded in 1984. Dr. Lukman Lawal, Director of Global Health and Research for Starkey Hearing Foundation, explains what they do.
Starkey Hearing Foundation is a leading hearing healthcare organization in the world, and we have our programs in about 52 countries. Our headquarters in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, in the United States of America, and we focus mainly in low and middle income countries where they don't have as much access to hearing healthcare as they need. So we work in a triad. We use a triad approach, which is service delivery, education and training, as well as research and policy advocacy.
The Lions Club of Bel Air partnered with the Starkey Hearing Foundation to bring their services to Guyana. They first came in 2015. each time they hold a 2-day hearing screening session that is open to the public.
First phase has to do with patient identification, registration of the patients, otoscopic examinations, as well as hearing screening, and the hallmark is the making of the ear molds, which involves taking of ear impressions. And these are like molds that has the specific shape and the size of the ears, and it's custom molds which is customized for each patient. So when we return at the phase 2 part of the program, we're able to come in with the custom molds as well as the hearing aids to fit candidates that will benefit from hearing aids.
The goal of the organization is to permanently and effectively improve hearing health in many developing nations. One such way is in the form of offering hearing aids for free. The hearing aids that Starkey gives its patients also comes with lifetime support, meaning that Starkey representatives stay in contact with patients, giving them helpful reminders, screenings, and free batteries for the life of the hearing aid. Additionally, if the hearing aid is defective, they will replace it free of cost. The organization does more than give hearing aids. They also advocate for better hearing healthcare services in the nations where they operate, as well as educate citizens on how to maintain their hearing health. The education is not limited to the elderly. Dr. Lawal says an important aspect of their work is their youth education. As such, he has a few words of advice for viewers.
We like to advocate to the youth population to not listen to very loud music in the buses and the parties, to try as much as possible. Once you feel it's too loud, then it's too loud. It may not hurt you now, but it's going to hurt you down the line in some years' time. So we want to advocate to the youth population not to listen to loud music. We want to advocate to people that work in factories with very loud noises to use ear muffs to prevent hearing loss. In addition to that, we always want to advocate to pregnant women to always register for antenatal care, as well as to provide vaccination to people within the vaccination age to prevent hearing loss.
The organization has set a goal of serving 500 patients. As of this morning, they have already served over 200. While it may be too late to catch them this time, they are returning in June. Coming up on Headline News after the break, one family asked the government to intervene on a 24-year land dispute, and also find out what historic event is coming to Guyana.
Sometimes there's just too much information to keep up with when you're pregnant. What you should and should not eat, what kind of exercise is right for you, how to handle mood changes, even how to determine when it's time for delivery.
Don't let your pregnancy be a burden. Watch The Baby Story on Safe TV Channel 2 every weekday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now you can know all you need to know from conception to delivery when you watch The Baby Story on Safe TV Channel 2.
Come on down to Clearance for the big March Madness sale. Ladies, enjoy 25 to 70% off jeans, tops, skirts, and even sexy short dresses. In addition to that, enjoy crazy discounts on ladies' designer handbags and shoes. And the craziness continues in the gents department with up to 70% off Kenneth Co shoes and shirts. I'm talking half off Nike sneakers along with Levi's jeans, and up to 70% off short pants and jerseys. Now remember, the madness happens on the 31st of March at Clearance, the place to be for the big sale. Always keeping you in style.
Now opened, the new thriving Chinese restaurant Providence location. Perfect for large events, exquisite menus featuring traditional Korean, Chinese and Western cuisine, elegant grand dining room and seats for over 500 persons. Also additional seating on the upper flat, luxurious VIP rooms and an elevator for your comfort. The new thriving Chinese restaurant second location above Massey Supermarket, Amazonian Mall, Providence. For reservation call 623-4097 or 657-9067.
Footsteps is about to kick off your Easter with its massive Customer Appreciation Day sale. Yes, for Easter, enjoy wholesale prices at any of Footsteps' 2 locations on Wednesday, 12th April for the entire day. No discount card needed to get great savings. It's Footsteps' massive Customer Appreciation Appreciation Day on Wednesday, 12th April. Footsteps, bringing it all together.
Yes, let's get it on. Total U Plus is introducing the bridal collection. We sell bridal gowns with over 150 styles to choose from, including bridal gowns for Muslim brides. We also sell bride and bridesmaid gloves, tiaras, petals, flower girl baskets, bridal pins, just married signs for vehicles, guest books and pens, aisle runners, veils, table placement holders, garters. Yes, the complete collection. Come see our bridal display in store. Total U Plus Bridal Collection. Fraggity's Mall, booth number 16. Let's get it on.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
It's next level time, Guyana. Let's get ready for Love and Sunshine Destination Wedding Conference and Expo coming on April 1st and 2nd, 2017 to Guyana, South America. Come enjoy the company of Joy Agnes, Destination Wedding Specialist, Mark Jennings, TV host and lifestyle expert, Jacqueline Johnson, Destination Wedding Expert, Jerry Gavaya, CEO, Roraima Group, Angie Zimmerman, Floral Expert, and Richard Markel, founder of AFWPI. Registration US $100 before March 15, thereafter US $150. Learn from the industry experts, see floral demonstrations, network at the cocktail, and benefit from educational sessions on wedding planning. Contact us for sponsorship at info@joyagnesevents.com. Love and Sunshine Destination Wedding Conference and Expo, a must for all wedding professionals. See you there.
Seems like people will try just about anything to lose weight these days. But nothing works better than proper dieting and exercise. So if you're guilty of eating the wrong foods, not finding time to exercise, or can't afford a gym, join Safe TV Channel 2 for Body and Spirit. Aerobics workout with Dick Nunez.
Hello, I'm Dick Nunez. Welcome to Body and Spirit Aerobics.
Weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Don't hesitate. Act now, because your greatest wealth is your health.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Today, a press conference was held at Giftland Mall to present the creation of a special community outreach effort and to make a historic sports announcement. Here's more. Today, the management of Giftland Mall and the Sophia Project gathered to sign an agreement. Giftland Mall has pledged its support behind the Sophia Project, but this would not be the largest announcement coming out of this press conference. For years, Guyanese have produced world-class athletes and fighters who have gone on to win awards across the globe. And soon, Guyana will be able to add mixed martial arts to the many sports in which Guyanese excel.
When it is said and done, history will be written that the first MMA event that took place in Guyana was on the soil of Giftland Mall.
Mixed martial arts is coming to Guyana next month. The sport is relatively new, and it already rivals the popularity of boxing worldwide. And on April 23rd, Guyanese will be able to enjoy the first MMA match in the history of Guyana.
There's no two ways about it. MMA, mixed martial arts, is the next big thing. And we're very proud to be part of this.
The organizers of the event are excited for the prospect of the sport's growth, both here and in the Caribbean. The hope is that MMA's popularity will grow to monumental proportions. If this happens, Peter Abdul, head of the Guyana Boxing Board, hinted at the possibility of MMA champion Ronda Rousey paying a visit to the land of many waters.
I don't make promises, I make commitments. But Ronda Rousey will be in Trinidad for 6 weeks from July to August to do a reality show, 13 episodes. And I've made a commitment to Mr. Singh that if we could actually do a second card in Guyana around that time, I'd be proud to bring Ronda Rousey here on this soil.
Giffland Mall seeks to make Sunday night boxing and mixed martial arts a staple of the mall. Michael Rodriguez of social media fame is back in the headlines again. The 37-year-old businessman appeared before the chief magistrate. He was charged with fraudulent conversion in regards to the use of a canter truck. Rodriguez pleaded not guilty to the charge. The owner of the canter truck, Paul Ragobir, entrusted Rodriguez with the vehicle. But on August 11, 2015, he allegedly went against an arrangement with Ragobir to work and pay off for the vehicle as part of the purchasing agreement. He reportedly owes Ragobir $2.2 million for the purchase of the vehicle. Rodriguez was granted bail in the sum of $200,000. During the recent protests against the parking meters, Rodriguez found himself on the front line of various protests on many occasions. He is best known for a recent viral video of him smashing a wheel clamp off of his car. The majors are calling on the coalition government to intervene into a land dispute that has been going on for 24 years. The person who was in the center of the dispute was a former commissioner of the GGMC. Andrew Weeks was on the protest line and filed this report. Thanks, Andrew. Hopefully this family will soon find a resolution to their decades-long land dispute. Don't go away. Still ahead, we have our regional news, international news, and this week's edition of Beautiful Guyana.
Sometimes there's just too much information to keep up with when you're pregnant. What you should and should not eat, what kind of exercise is right for you, how to handle mood changes, even how to determine when it's time for delivery.
Don't let your pregnancy be a burden. Watch The Baby Story on Safe TV Channel 2 every weekday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now you can know all you need to know from conception to delivery when you watch The Baby Story on Safe TV Channel 2.
Come on down to clearance for the big March Madness sale. Ladies, enjoy 25 to 70% off jeans, tops, skirts, and even sexy short dresses. In addition to that, enjoy crazy discounts on ladies' designer handbags and shoes. And the craziness continues in the gents department with up to 70% off Kenneth Cole shoes and shirts. I'm talking half off Nike sneakers along with Levi's jeans and up to 70% off short pants and jerseys. Now remember, the madness happens on the 31st of March at Clearance, the place to be for the big sale. Always keeping you in style.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Footsteps is about to kick off your Easter with its massive Customer Appreciation Day sale. Yes, for Easter, enjoy wholesale prices at any of Footsteps' 2 locations on Wednesday, 12th April for the entire day. No discount card needed to get great savings. It's Footsteps' massive Customer Appreciation Day on Wednesday, 12th April. Footsteps, bringing it all together.
It's It's Next Level Time Guyana. Let's get ready for Love and Sunshine Destination Wedding Conference and Expo coming on April 1st and 2nd, 2017 to Guyana, South America. Come enjoy the company of Joy Agnes, Destination Wedding Specialist, Mark Jennings, TV host and lifestyle expert, Jacqueline Johnson, Destination Wedding Expert, Gary Gavaya, CEO, Roraima Group, Angie Zimmerman, Floral Expert, and Richard Markel, founder of AFWPI. Registration US $100 before March 15, thereafter US $150. Learn from the industry experts, see floral demonstrations, network at the cocktail, and benefit from educational sessions on wedding planning. Contact us for sponsorship at info@joyagnesevents.com. Love and Sunshine Destination Wedding Conference and Expo, a must for all wedding professionals. See you there.
Seems like people will try just about anything to lose weight these days. But nothing works better than proper dieting and exercise. So if you're guilty of eating the wrong foods, not finding time to exercise, or can't afford a gym, join Safe TV Channel 2 for Body and Spirit. Aerobics workout with Dick Nunez.
Hello, I'm Dick Nunez. Welcome to Body and Spirit Aerobics.
Weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Don't hesitate. Act now, because your greatest wealth is your health.
Now opened, the new thriving Chinese restaurant Providence location. Perfect for large events, exquisite menus featuring traditional Korean, Chinese and Western cuisine, elegant grand dining room and seats for over 500 persons. Also additional seating on the upper flat, luxurious VIP rooms and an elevator for your comfort. The new thriving Chinese restaurant second location above Massey Supermarket, Amazonian Mall, Providence. For reservation call 623-4097 or 657-9067.
Place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
In news from the region now, in Trinidad and Tobago, in a report on Tuesday, it was stated that only 9 beaches across the country have lifeguards. That means there are several popular beaches seagoers frequent at their own risk. C News' Ian Wesson spoke to some lifeguards and visited one of the beaches without security.
The waters of the Atlantic crashing onto the Manzanilla shores. The sea inviting to bathers on a cool Sunday evening. The problem though, no lifeguards. This is just one of many beaches in Trinidad frequented by beach lovers that remain unmanned by lifeguards. It means you're bathing at your own risk. But why? If the Manzanilla Beach facility, where there are lifeguards, is not far away.
Well, first of all, over there cannot accommodate enough people to fit in that facility.
Although Shane is still using the beach without any supervision, he says he's doing so cautiously.
Well, not 100% safe. Can tell you that for sure.
And not everyone who comes to the beach is ready to ride the waves or venture into the deep. And many seek out spots that are a bit more private.
Because it's really quiet. And that we didn't really come here to bathe. It's just relaxation, especially after a busy day. You just want to relax, have fun. So it's really just because it's quiet.
Lifeguard Gideon Valdez tried to discourage bathers from using beaches without lifeguards. His hope is to have lifeguards at all beaches across the country. He named the 9 beaches where there is supervision.
Toko, Salibe, Manzalina, Miaro, Maracas, Tairico,
Quinam, and Vestini. That is the 9 beaches in Trinidad and Tobago that have lifeguards manned under the Ministry of National Security.
Well, this week it was the East Coast in Manzanilla. Next week we'll look at the Northeast Coast and we'll see how the bathers are faring in the Northeast.
And internationally, a private company in St. Petersburg, Florida is offering weapons and combat training to people preparing for a new war. CNN's Fred Plitgen reports.
Russia and the West may be adversaries, however, few believe there could be an armed conflict between them. But that's exactly what this group in St. Petersburg is training for. Every Russian man must know how to defend the motherland, he says. And he adds, I have a wife and kids, I must know how to defend them. The group's name is Partizan, run by this man, Denis Garyev. He describes himself as a religious Russian nationalist who wants to see the return of a Russian czar, and he isn't shy about who he believes the main enemy is. Our enemy, he says, is of course the United States of America, but we're aware that the United States more likely won't fight us with their own forces. Partizan is one of many such militia outfits in Russia. While they say the defense courses are non-ideological, Partizan's leadership believes Russia is already embroiled in a proxy war with the U.S. in eastern Ukraine. While groups like this one teach mostly basic military skills, they also pride themselves on training Russians who then go abroad to fight in places like Ukraine. Denis Garyev shows me the photo gallery of fighters he says he sent to fight on the side of pro-Russian separatists in Ukraine. More than 300, he claims, 12 of which were killed. I consider that Ukraine is part of Russia, he says, and objectively it's a reality that the United States is fully engaged in fueling the war. The US and the EU reject any notion they've meddled in Ukraine, and they blame Russia for supporting separatists in the armed conflict there. But some in Russia, like Denis Garyev, are convinced there is a conspiracy against their country and that they need to prepare for battle. Fred Plitgen, CNN, St. Petersburg, Russia.
Today on beautiful Guyana, we take a journey to view one of Guyana's hidden paradises, the mighty Essequibo. This region, Region 2, has 365 beaches, one for every day of the year. Take a look.
Welcome to the mighty Essequibo River. We will join our jet foil boat and explore this great and mighty river. The Essequibo River is 50 miles wide at the mouth and has 365 islands, one for every day of the year. While most of the islands are inhabited. But before we continue our journey, we'll make a stop at Fort Island. And I will tell you a little bit about Fort Island. Now you can reach Fort Island, which is approximately 16 kilometers from the mouth of the mighty Essequibo River. On this island are two historic structures, Fort Zeelandia and the Court of Policy. During the period of Dutch occupation, the fort and the Court of Policy were part of a large urban settlement along the northeastern section of the island. This community was established after the settlement at Kijk Overal, which was abandoned in 1716. Now a little bit about Fort Zeelandia. This was the seat of administration in the colony of Essequibo for over 40 years prior to the development of Demerara in 1740 to 1780. Fort Zeelandia was constructed in 1744. So this was built to protect the interests of the Dutch West India Company from European rivals such as the French and the English, who frequented the eastern coast of South America in search of the spoils of war. And as we explore this beautiful and historical island of Fort Zeelandia, I'll now invite you to come with me as I visit the Court of Policy Hall. The Court of Policy Hall served multiple functions. It was a store and at the same time a church. It was a seat of government and a sales office. Inside the Court of Policy are 3 Dutch tombs. It is the oldest non-military structure in Guyana. And indeed, those tombs are there. And as we say goodbye to Fort Zeelandia with all its historical memories, we sail on, passing the beautiful island of Bartica, which is situated also at the mouth of the Essequibo River. We continue to a beautiful paradise, which is 187 acres of lush green foliage and colorful tropical flowers. By the way, we'll also pass the Mazaruni prisons, which is also will take you up to the Mazaruni River. But never mind, 5 miles south of Bartica, it is the gateway to the unspoilt rainforest of Guyana and the junction where the Great Essequibo and the Mazaruni River meet. It is called the Baganara Island Resort. You can also enjoy a 20-minute flight directly to the island from Georgetown, or if you prefer, take a picturesque trip as I'm doing, or a 1-hour drive along the coast and 1 hour by boat or jet foil from the mouth of the Essequibo. Either way. And when you arrive in this tranquil and peaceful paradise, you can simply relax in your hammock and let your troubles drift away.
And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Friday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and safetvghana.com. You can also tune in Sunday evening at 6:30 and Monday at 7 p.m. for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed weekend.